Okay, so in this video, I'm going to explain how to correct a lower back bend in a deadlift, okay? So when you're looking at deadlifts, typically the area that we see most often is the lower back that will sort of like bend. Now, don't get me wrong, you see some people do that and still get the lift, but ultimately it shouldn't be the goal, and it should be something that you should be working on to improve that area, to strengthen it, to ensure it doesn't happen. Because one, at some point it's going to hit, you're going to hit a plateau with it because you won't be able to lift any heavier because your back is under too much stress and load in that position. But two, you've got the chance of injury a lot more as well. And let's be honest, you don't want to be like popping a vertebrae out at that sort of like weight as well. So two things that I'm going to give you here. First thing is going to be a prep move, and then the second thing is going to be an actual exercise to do with the bar. So as simple as doing some banded good mornings before you do your deadlifts. So try and think about it in this position. So you're going to be basically activating your back, okay? So your erector spinae muscles, which are either side of your spine, so you want to get them under a good tension load in this position and then controlling back up, okay? So as simple as this, just nice slow controlled movement. You want to do like 40 seconds at a time, do 2 or 3 sets through. So what you're doing is you're just getting the muscles fired up to start with. So that is obviously the muscles, your erector spinae, both muscles that are holding your spine up. So if you, like I say, if you don't activate them first and you go into your lifting, they're obviously going to be a lot more relaxed and then they're going to stretch, okay? Secondly, when you're doing your lifts, as your sort of like main movement, if you like, for one of your deadlift days, if you're doing 2 deadlift days or something, you want to do pauses. So it's really important that I prefer to do the pause on the way down, simply because if you're struggling with a lower back issue, as in a strength issue, you want to make sure that you're fully erect before you go into the position, okay? And what I mean by that is if my lower back was to bend and you're starting off with that bend, you're then not going to be able to correct it very well. And that's if you were to pause here, it's already in a bad position, okay? So what I would typically then get people to do is come all the way up first and then do the pause on the way down, okay? Again, the reason of that is because if you stand all the way up first, you've corrected your posture, and on the way down, you're then fighting against that to then keep that posture, okay? So you'll do your reps like this. Pause, 2, 3, back down. Pause, 2, 3, back down. Okay? And where you will pause is down to the uniqueness of the person. So just look at your deadlift, like from a side angle, look at your deadlift and see where your back starts to bend, and then that is the area simply that you will pause. It always wants to be knee and down, so it might be at the knee, it might be just below the knee, it might be just below the floor. Whatever it is for you, put them into your sort of training pattern and rotate them so that you can improve that position.